In 2000, Gillian Gill authored The Woman and Her Mysteries, a biography delving into the life of Agatha Christie, the renowned British mystery writer. Despite reigning as the queen of the genre for 5 decades, Christie maintained an air of secrecy, leaving her personal life shrouded in mystery. Gill's book seeks to unravel the enigmatic persona of Christie, providing readers with a deeper understanding of the woman behind the captivating mysteries. With an impressive academic background, including a PhD in modern French literature and teaching positions at prestigious institutions like Harvard and Yale, Gill has established herself as an authority in biographical works, particularly focusing on notable women throughout history. In the introduction, Gill presents Agatha Christie as a woman of contradictions. While possessing remarkable intelligence, Christie struggles with interpersonal communication, often leading others to mistakenly perceive her as unintelligent. She exudes beauty in her youth, but grapples with overwhelming shyness. Despite attaining tremendous fame as an author, Christie never fully immerses herself in the intellectual circles frequented by fellow detective fiction writers of her generation, such as Dorothy L. Sayers, Raymond Chandler, and Dashiell Hammett. Although Christie prolifically produces a vast body of work throughout her lifetime, she remains hidden from the public eye, particularly despising the presence of newspaper reporters. The question remains, who was the real Agatha Christie? Agatha Christie is born in 1890 in Devon, a charming coastal town in England. She is the third child of Clara and Frederick Miller. From an early age, Christie exhibits a strong inclination to safeguard her innermost thoughts. Even at the tender age of 3 or 4, she resents the idea of her nanny overhearing her conversations with her imaginary friends, the kittens. "The kittens were my kittens and only mine," she later writes. While her father and siblings find her peculiar for her reticence, Clara becomes the sole individual who comprehends Agatha in her unfiltered state, often acting as her interpreter for the world outside her silence. Agatha holds a deep affection for Ashfield, her family's estate, almost as strong as her love for her mother. The influence of Ashfield is evident in her literary works, where the significance of ancestral homes is a recurring theme. Interestingly, Agatha turns to writing as a means of financial support when her mother faces financial difficulties. However, even after Clara's passing, Ashfield must be sold. This deeply affects Agatha, leading her to endure 2 emotional breakdowns while sorting through 4 decades worth of cherished belongings and memories from the estate. At a dance, Agatha encounters Archibald Christie, a young, passionate, and financially struggling man unlike any she has ever encountered. Despite being engaged to another man, Agatha becomes enamored with Archie, and they embark on a fiery courtship. In 1914, they defy expectations and marry, despite Clara's lack of trust in Archie. Clara believes his straightforward nature and assertive masculinity will overpower her introverted daughter. During the early years of their marriage, Agatha resides with her mother and only spends short periods of time with Archie when he is on leave from serving in World War I. In Archie's absence, Agatha works as a nurse, tending to wounded soldiers. Although she finds fulfillment in her work, Archie disapproves of his wife's employment and demands that she resign. Reluctantly, Agatha complies, but not without gaining valuable knowledge of poisons during her time as a nurse. With newfound free time, Agatha finds inspiration to write a mystery novel, centered around an ingeniously devious method of poisoning. While the mysterious affair at Styles clearly exhibits the work of an amateur, with an excess of subplots and different types of clues, it showcases Agatha's sharp logical sense and her ability to think unconventionally. The novel is published in 1920, a year after Agatha gives birth to her daughter, Rosalind, who closely resembles her father in both appearance and temperament. Encouraged by modest success, Agatha continues to pen several more books in a similar vein. However, in December 1926, Archie delivers a shocking announcement, confessing his love for another woman. Agatha's sudden departure from her house sparks intrigue when her abandoned car is discovered containing her clothes and driver's license. For 10 days, she remains missing until she is eventually found at a hotel, having registered under the name of Archie's new lover. Agatha never provides an explanation for her disappearance or reveals what occurred during that time, leaving the public with a negative perception. Many believe that she orchestrated the incident as a publicity stunt. As a result, Agatha develops a profound distrust for newspaper reporters. Over the following years, Agatha begins her path to recovery with the support of her friends and therapy. With her daughter Rosalind attending boarding school, Agatha gradually embraces her identity as a writer and recognizes that it is the most suitable way for her to be self-sufficient as an independent woman. Writing also grants her the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream of traveling alone to the Middle East. The trip becomes a transformative experience, and Agatha finds herself returning to this part of the world multiple times. During one of her visits, she encounters Max Mallowan, a man who is open and forthcoming, in stark contrast to Archie's emotional unavailability. Despite a 14-year age difference, Agatha and Max fall deeply in love. This time Agatha takes her time in deciding on marriage, hesitant to risk future betrayals and realizing that she no longer needs a man to find happiness. Ultimately, she concludes that being married to Max would be the most joyous existence, and they wed in 1930. As the years go by, Agatha's fame and reclusiveness grow. Her withdrawal from the public eye is partly influenced by her past trauma, but is largely driven by her dissatisfaction with her aging appearance. In 1971, she receives the prestigious honor of being made a Dame of the British Empire. However, in 1974, Agatha experiences a debilitating heart attack from which she never fully recovers. She passes away in 197, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.